I'm sure that many of you are aware of endocrine disruptors. These things are literally everywhere in household products, health and beauty products, hygiene products like soaps, gels, toothpaste, skincare products, hair products, food packaging, drinks packaging, in practically anything made out of plastic. Now I didn't know about the existence of these things. So for the last 20 years or so, I've been consuming these things, using all of these products and doing all the things that I'm not supposed to be doing with regards to these endocrine disruptors. But I'm 50 years old and I've got reasonably good testosterone levels. I was tested about 2 months ago at the time of filming, and I had total T level of 771 nanograms per deciliter. Now I believe that something that I've been doing has prevented me from being affected by these endocrine disruptors, and I'll get to that in a minute. Since I've become aware of these endocrine disruptors, I've adopted a few changes into my regular lifestyle habits, and this is a good idea to help combat exposure to these things, because in reality it's pretty difficult or almost impossible to completely avoid them, and the time that it would take you to devise a strategy to go about doing this as well would be really time consuming. Now what I do is I have a simple strategy when it comes to endocrine disruptors. If I'm ingesting it, then I'm taking care of it. If I'm not ingesting it, then I'm not taking care of it as much. So basically I wash all my foods wherever possible. A lot of eating a healthy, well-balanced diet, meats, fish, it all comes, most of it, packaged in plastic. So remove it from the packaging, wash it off, give it a good washing off, rinse it off thoroughly before cooking it. Rinse off all the vegetables, rinse off as many of your food items as you possibly can. Obviously not always practical, but do this as much as you possibly can. Another thing I do is I filter all of my drinking water. Now, when it comes to me washing my hands, I use the tap. I'm standing under the shower, I'm not drinking the water, it's just running over me. I'm not too concerned. But when it comes to my drinking water, I'm filtering it. Now, there are two particular types of filter which are good for filtering out these endocrine disruptors. One is a carbon filter, relatively cheap, reasonably effective, roughly say 85% efficient at filtering out harmful toxins, harmful chemicals and endocrine disruptors. Relatively cheap. The other type is a reverse osmosis filter. Now this is more expensive, it's a higher performing filter. It will filter out maybe 99% of harmful toxins and endocrine disruptors. It's more expensive because it has to be plumbed in to your water system, so that when you turn on the tap and draw the water will come through the filter before coming out of the tap. So I always filter all of my drinking water. And another thing that I do is I use bicarbonate of soda instead of toothpaste, and I use things like, for freshening your breath, chilies, ginger, cloves. And the reason I do that is because toothpaste can contain these endocrine disruptors and it's going inside of my mouth. Now another thing that I do is I use a liver detox supplement called milk thistle. And the reason for this is that most of the toxins that end up in your body will be processed by your liver before being passed from the body, flushed out of the body. So using a liver detox supplement is going to help assist the liver with the process of dealing with all of these toxins. Now, the reason why I think I've been largely unaffected by endocrine disruptors is because I've been consuming for more than 20 years adaptogenic herbs. Now, an adaptogenic herb is basically, it's a plant-based supplement that can promote or restore normal functioning within the target body. It's an adaptogen. Now, the term adaptogen means that it will adapt to the specific needs of the target body. Now, for example, putting this in simple terms, if I had high estrogen and low testosterone, it would help to balance it out. If I had, say, high cortisol, it would help to lower the cortisol. When it comes to things like your testosterone levels, your estrogen production, DHEA levels, insulin levels, cortisol, blood pressure, inflammation, blood sugar levels, these adaptogenic herbs can help to balance everything out. Now, another potential benefit from these adaptogenic herbs, of course, is that their ability to help combat things which are harmful to testosterone. Now, one adaptogen in particular, it's rhodiola rosea, which is very effective at combating things which are likely to harm testosterone production and to create hormonal imbalances within the systems. And one of those things is exposure to these endocrine disruptors. So if you're not already doing so, I strongly advise that you start using adaptogenic herbs. Look into adaptogenic herbs and start using them on a regular basis. Some commonly known adaptogenic herbs, I mean, most of you must have heard of ashwagandha and ginseng. Both of those are very effective, highly effective adaptogens. Another one is maca, fenugreek. I've already mentioned rhodiola. There's also mucuna pruriens or velvet bean. All of these adaptogens are very effective at helping to maintain hormonal balance and, of course, combat things which harm testosterone levels. So this will help you to reduce the damage from exposure to endocrine disruptors, and it will also help you to maintain healthy testosterone levels as you get older and a healthy hormonal balance as you get older. If you are interested in optimizing your testosterone levels and keeping them optimized as you get older, subscribe to this channel and follow this series.